Old folks, young folks got to be prepared for the heat, Chris.
Right, of course, and it's going to be no joke, especially heading into tomorrow. We are expecting the humidity to play a major role in how hot it feels outside. The National Weather Service already issuing that heat advisory for tomorrow. That's going to stretch from 11 a.m. Thursday through Friday night. So feels like temps ranging between 107 to 114 here in the Houston area. If you are watching me, we talk about feels like temp or humidity or heat index because we have the humidity that plays a role at how fast your body sweats off and cools itself down. Usually when it's very humid out there, your body has a hard time sweating, especially as we head into the next few days. So feels like temps ranging between 110 to 115. Some areas might even get to 113, especially as we go into tomorrow afternoon. So the warmest parts of our day between the hours of 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. is when you're going to really have to pay attention to the heat concerns. You want to stay hydrated. You want to practice those heat safety measures, cool off, find some shade, because what can usually happen is that when we don't take those heat precautions, you can have a heat stroke or heat cramps or heat exhaustion likely. So just be aware of those symptoms when it comes to dehydration or heat exhaustion, especially if you are not familiar or prone or if you're not really experienced with our Houston humidity. So the tropical impacts, we're still tracking Arthur, which is just off the coast. We are looking still at some tropical storm force winds across portions of Galveston. We might even see some breezy conditions here across the Houston area, but the rain just really moving well off towards the east. Here's what's going on right now. Arthur has 45-mile-an-hour winds. The center of that storm is wanting to just move back over across just south of Houston. Just keep in mind that this storm has completely detached itself from the center of the low to where all the moisture is. And the reason being is because we have high level winds. We have fast winds in the upper levels of the atmosphere looking at the current situation at the moment. So radar is looking mostly calm and quiet, but we are looking at more so of the higher wind speeds and at the 200 millibar level, which is the upper levels. That really plays a good job at just pushing all that rain and storms well off towards Louisiana and just away from Houston. So as we take a look at Arthur, the forecasted track, I know this looks concerning, but just pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. The center of the storm making its way across Houston, but most of that rain really being impacted by those higher level wind speeds. So you're able to see that this storm is just really all the moisture just really becoming tilted in a way, and when it all comes to tropical wind shear. So when we have tropical wind shear, when we have those higher level wind speeds, that really does a great job at disrupting that convection and that wind flow, and it really does a great job at ripping systems apart, especially when it comes to the tropics. So upper level wind speeds too high for Arthur, and it's really just pushing all that rain out of our area and really just bringing some sunshine, especially as we go into the next 24 to 48 hours. So most of the heavier rain showers and storms are going to be moving off towards southeast Louisiana. So if you're heading into that region, just be cautious on the flooding concerns, but we're still going to get some high wind speeds, especially here across our coastal areas. Winds are still going to continue to gust between 20-25 miles an hour. So be extra cautious along the coast because we are expecting that coastal flooding to also be a factor. The seas are rough. It's a little bit of a storm surge situation going on. So we are looking at some coastal flooding still in the picture for this afternoon. So as we take a look at the future track, especially for the rest of our week, the remnants of Arthur moving off towards Louisiana and Mississippi, we do have a frontal boundary that's going to make its way in from the north that likely could bring some more rain chances heading into Saturday. But I think for the most part, more isolated in nature. We're just going to have to pay attention to that heat and the humidity for the next few days. 7-day forecast, weather impact alert days in place for Thursday and Friday, all thanks to the heat concerns that we're seeing. So we are going to see also much warmer temperatures heading into the middle of next week. So summer really about here across the Houston area as we head into the next 7 days. So be safe out there.